Randolph's Bryan Waggoner has his team in the ODAC Championship, head men's soccer coach at Randolph College. He talks about the wins that have gotten the number 4 Wildcats into the finals and what they need to do tonight against Lynchburg College. Had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week. Coach Waggoner always gracious with his time and a true soccer guy. Looks at tonight's championship against the Hornets right here on the Sports Buffet podcast. Battle of Lynchburg for the ODAC men's soccer tournament title on Saturday. Bryan Waggoner, head coach of the Randolph College Wildcats, joins me. And Coach, obviously it's been a good ride for you guys. What have you been doing well in the tournament that you really like to see out of your group?
The guys have been working tremendously hard, which you need in the playoffs because the intensity of every game, every team we've played so far has really brought their package, so to speak. We're defending well as a unit. Our back line has really gelled and come together. Our goalkeeping has really stepped up and has found his spot. Carter Smith's been excellent the last couple games. And then our midfield is an area of the field we've been focused on a lot to really sharpen that up, get our balance correctly, and those guys are really starting to play off each other. So all around the team, the balance is coming together at the right time. The offense is finding ways to score goals. When you get to playoff time, it's real difficult to find goals, no matter how good of a scoring team you are. We've scored a lot of goals this year. But the teams we played, Randolph-Macon and Virginia Wesleyan, both have tremendous defenses, as well as Lynchburg. And the guys kept working, kept grinding, and just found ways to put balls in the back of the net, and that's what you need during this time of year.
I know you all have been very successful in overtime lately. A lot of teams can't say that in terms of, I believe, a 4-1 record. Talk about what makes that extra session so meaningful for you all.
The guys have a belief now during that time. We've actually won 6 games in overtime this year, which I've never seen a team do that in all my years of coaching and playing. Because you get to college, the college level, and the overtime games are unbelievably intense, whether it's a playoff game or just a regular season game, because one goal ends it. One mistake, one great play, and the game's over, and you have the result. So there's extra tension. Our guys have shown a lot of will, a lot of desire, and most importantly, the confidence and belief during those times that, hey, we're going to go and win this game. Let's go take this result.
Wesleyan knocked off Roanoke, which was the number 1 seed, so you got them after your first round win. Talk about the mindset once you guys saw that you weren't seeing the number 1 seed, you were going to see the number 8 seed.
To be honest, our mindset didn't change that much. We knew either way, whoever we had in the next round was going to be a great team. Virginia Wesleyan, they just hit a rough patch during the season, but they're as good as any team in the ODAC. On any given day, they could win, and they easily could be in the championship today, and I think, or this weekend, and could be a team that can win any given moment. Roanoke, we actually had beaten them just a week prior. So I think the guys had a little confidence against them. And Roanoke was a great team, and I think they just hit a rough patch at the wrong time. So, I think the guys, we really didn't look at the 1 or 8 seed. It was, we're playing Virginia Wesleyan, who is traditionally top 25 program, has been in the ODAC finals, I think, 14 times, has won it 8 or 9 times. We knew the history of the program, and that was the most important thing that we stressed going into that game.
In terms of you personally, and in terms of maybe a Randolph-Lynchburg rivalry, what does it mean that the ODAC soccer champion is going to come from the Hill City?
I think it's awesome. I think it's great for our soccer community here. I know soccer in Lynchburg. I'm relatively new to the scene, but it's a pretty popular sport in this area. And I think to have the opportunity to have a Randolph-Lynchburg final is going to bring out even more popularity, more notoriety. I know a lot of people, the local club, CVU in town, is a great club. They're doing great things, starting to grow there. And I know they're already very interested in this game, getting the club out to watch that. And hopefully the younger players can come see a great quality college soccer team, watch 2 good teams play right in their backyard, and hopefully to give them a little inspiration and see what they need to work towards to become great soccer players.
In order for you guys to win on Saturday, who needs to play well?
Our entire team needs to play well. Lynchburg's a great side. They defend very well. They've got multiple guys back from a team that went to the national championship. So that experience alone, I think, gives them a good opportunity to get a result in the final. With that said, our guys are young. They're eager, that they really want to take this game. They know what a good side Lynchburg is. And I think we're going to need every single guy in our squad to really, play their role. I know we don't need guys to go and have spectacular performances, but we've been stressing through this run. Hey, everyone just know your role and do the best you can at your role, and good things will happen for us, and that's what we've continued to do in our last games.
You beat them earlier in the season. Do you feel like the favorite?
No. I don't feel like the favorite just because of Lynchburg's history. Any team that's been in the national championship just a year before,
right.
They've got talent, they've got great experience, they've got great coaching. We traditionally, we have a very young program. Obviously, we've only been in the ODAC, it's only our 4th year in the ODAC, so we don't have that history to go upon. But any school with the type of tradition and history they have, with Coach Schellenberger all the way through to Coach Yeager, every year they've been one of the top teams in college soccer. I think you got to give them the favorites going into this game.
How important is it that you guys be loose on Saturday night?
It's important we find our balance. It's obviously a stressful situation, but I think once the whistle blows, it's a 90-minute ball game. All my guys have played hundreds of them through their career. So I think we got to find that balance of intensity right off the bat, because that's what Lynchburg brings to the table. They bring a lot of intensity when they play and high pressure. But we also don't want our nerves to get to us. We don't want to overthink it. We don't want to play and be afraid to make a mistake. We want to play our game and have the confidence to know, hey, we're a good team. We've won 15 games this year, which is a very impressive amount for any team, and we need to play off of that confidence.
Have you noticed a mindset change in your team as we've hit the latter half of the season in the tournament?
Not really. This group coming into preseason had high expectations for themselves. We're still a pretty young team, but they know they could be very talented, and I think we went through some rough patches. They had to learn that they had a